What is going on, guys? We are back with episode number 3 on the restoring the BMW 335i. So to catch everybody up quickly, I bought this car for £1,000. It was wrapped. It has an engine management light on it, goes into limp mode if you push it too hard, and the brake warning light was on. Now in the last 2 episodes, we've come a long way with this car, and in today's episode, we're going to take it that bit further. So when I first bought this car, you can see all the damage areas on the wrap, leaving me no trace. But when I unwrapped my Audi S5, I managed to ruin the car. So I was a little bit scared I was going to do the same. Then we started with the glue mess, episode 2. So to restore the car back to its former glory, the glue had to go, but I was struggling so hard to get it off. But with a little help from AutoSmart, we managed to get the glue off. Now we're left with the car outside, and it's time to do an underbody protection, paint the wheels, paint the calipers, and really give it back its looks. So it's about time to start, and I've just waxed. I had to finish that door and then put a thick layer of carnauba wax over the whole car because there was no protection on the car whatsoever, because all of that paint stripper and glue remover and everything that we tipped over it would have scrubbed off any protection. So I've literally just lathered the car, it's annoying me, lathered the car in poor boy's carnauba wax to basically put some protection on the car. So that's the body of the car is pretty much as far along as I can get it, and now it's time to deal with these wheels, brakes and underseal. It is a lot of work, a ton of work, and I'm really not looking forward to it. So we'll do this side first, because when I did the Corsa, I did it all up and then all cleaned, and it took hours and hours and hours, and that was without doing the wheels. So my goal is, if we get this side done together, we'll be able to see a transformation, obviously like this, and then I'll be able to do the other side, put my headphones in and just crack on, and then the wheels and the brakes. So let's get these jacked up, wheels off, and see what's underneath. I have no idea what's under this car. I bought it for £1,000 as it is, and we spent £300 on the brakes. We spent £120 on everything here, which I'm going to show you actually. So I've done this 2 or 3 times now. So underbody seal, keep that in the sun. Hotter it is, it's like wax oil, so put it in some hot water before you use it as well. Then we've got gloss black paint for painting up some bits. I've bought some anti-rust metal paint for bits that we can paint under the car. So before we put the Amorite on, I paint and protect it. Filler primer for the wheels, grey primer for the wheels, just some metallic black for touch-ups. Just there's a scratch on the door, and just in general whenever I'm touching in black cars. I bought some rust converter. I've never ever used this before, but I'm keen to make this project go as best as we can. Lacquer for the wheels, and then I got some silver metallic because that's what everybody wanted, not black. Some more tape and a paintbrush. I'm not going to reveal the brake caliper colour until we get to that stage. Some of you are going to say, no, you're a moron. Some of you are going to say, that's quite cool. So I'm going to find a looking wheel nut and let's get this baby jacked up. I'm not going to lie, I've already done the front left corner, purely because I wanted to show you that side and then finish this side on my own. But that's not the way it goes, because the rear right, they've dug a bolt on, so it is stuck. So there's nothing I can do to get that off. I've tried everything, wasted about an hour. So we're just going to do this side together, because I have managed to get both wheels off on this side, even though they were super tight again. So the issue I faced on that side, I'm facing on this side. There is tar like I've never ever seen before. It does come off, but it took me ages of scrubbing and scraping. Calipers, paint is coming off, but we're repainting those anyway. And then the front, other than your basic bits of corrosion, which we're going to clean up and wire brush, jet wash all this out, and then paint and then underseal. Actually, the suspension is in incredible condition, especially compared to the Corsa and the TT. The TT was a hell of a lot worse. Okay, that's a bit older, but only by a few years. And then the back end Rear subframe, you've got surface corrosion. That is just dirt build up in there. So that's just dirt where it hasn't been cleaned and tar. Again, the same tar issue. It's really on there. Some light surface corrosion on the rear subframe. And backs of the discs, the carriers. Oh, let's get down. Again, on the rear subframe, we've got surface corrosion, which we can clean up. That hole's not getting any bigger, is it? No. So we'll wire all of this, jet wash it all, clean it all up. The worst thing is that rear diff. That looks disgusting. So again, we'll wire wall and clean that up. Carriers on the exhaust look awful. And the subframe again. We'll all clean up. So there's no massive worries. These spring carriers look like they were replaced fairly recently. And the exhaust. This is such a weird, look at the size. Okay, we'll go this side. So you've got the tips into the pipes, into the back. Then it runs straight, but there is a couple of silencers up there, so it isn't a straight pipe. So it could be louder. Good to know. But overall condition of the underside of the car is better than I thought. So the plan, I'm going to I've probably already shown you all the stuff because I definitely filmed that bit for the other side. So let's get the jet wash out. Let's fire up some of this tar and glue remover because it's just ugh. Gonna be a late night. It's 5 o'clock now, and oh, also the side and those 2 wheels have got to be done. So by the end of today, we'll have 2 silver wheels. We'll have 3 silver wheels because there's one over there, and the back one will be black. And then I'll run it down to the workshop at some point, get them to Agadaga, and we'll get the last one done. Might not make it in this video, but this video is all about undersealing and protecting the longevity of your shit box. So, get to work. So, the steps I'm going to go through, I'm going to first wash all of the area and get out any big bits that I can, just knocking off any of the surface corrosion, all the bits behind there. Then I'm going to spray it with tar and glue remover, scrub that, fallout remover, scrub that. Then I'm going to snow foam it. Then I'm going to use more tar and glue probably, and just keep scrubbing until it's quite clean. Then I'm going to wire brush all of these brackets, any bits of sandpaper, so they're all clean. Wire brush all the edges of these discs so they're smooth, backing plate, sand the caliper, then heat gun it all so it's dry. Whilst that then dries, I will scuff up and sand the 2 wheels, come back, then paint all of these bits black, then go and put primer on those, and then come back and I'll have primered this, underseal this, silver those, then you'll see the colour of the calipers at the end. So let's get to work. There's a ton of work to do and it's 6 o'clock, so I'm not going to be chatting too much. We're going to go as quick as we can. Genuinely could be the worst condition car I think I've ever cleaned. The tar is something else. Time for one of the boring jobs, and basically there's no actual damage on these wheels. They're pretty good, but if you were just to paint them, wouldn't stick. So now we've just literally got to sit here and red scuff pad the whole thing, every little nook and cranny, until there's no gloss left, and it should look something like that, where they're all dull and scratched, so the paint will stick. Then we can wipe it down with white spirits, then we can tape them up and put some primer, and then the silver. So I'm literally going to sit here and scuff the living hell out of these wheels. Takes ages, so I'm going to crack on and let's get this done. Kind of got two things going at the same time. Steal your child's bluey cards and make a rim. They're now ready for primer. Now in here it's all started to dry, so in a second we can come and start wire brushing all of these brackets, all of this little surface rust, and this one's going to be easy, and sand and prime the caliper. The back is going to be a little bit more difficult because we need to sand that all back, all in there, try and get in there as much as we can and get rid of as much of the surface corrosion as we can. And as I said probably earlier, this one is an anti-rust metal paint, so should be alright once we paint that on and then underseal it. So what should I do first? Let's get some primer on these wheels first little dust coat, and then let's start wire brushing the back. The back's more insane. So I'm literally got a wire brush, some 40 grit. And we're just going to try and rub as much of this off as we can. So now I've wired brushed what I can. I'm going to hit this with the anti-rust metal paint. Same on the back. So now everything has got a coat of black paint, and then we can underseal it. I've even done the caliper, ready for it to be freshly painted, but it's put them back to black and then paint, just in case you miss a little bit and you've got a bit of gold poking through. Black it, and then you can just repaint it. Front is again all ready for the underseal, and the caliper is just gloss black. A lot of you are gonna say I should just leave it like that. I can already hear it. And then these have had 2 coats of primer. Gonna do one more coat because there's still a few little patches. I hate painting this type of wheel because it paint and it runs, so you just need to go slow, build it up. So I'm gonna whack another coat of primer on those and then start heating up the underseal. We're nearly there. I always like to use a heat gun just to dry it kind of where it lands. Helps stop, get any runs. Here goes nothing. But this is where it's going to do the most transformation. And there we have it, all undersealed, shiny, protected and nice for a few more years to come, hopefully. Otherwise, all this hard work was for absolute nothing. That will obviously dry and cure. It won't stay oily and greasy. And then you'll have a lovely, shiny... I'm so wet. So, now... And then this one has already started to go off. There's a little trick. You see how that looks a little bit bumpy? If we get a heat gun, because it's oil and it hasn't dried yet, battling with the jet wash. Watch this. And that will just make it melt a little bit and give you a smoother finish. I learnt that when I was drying the brakes on the other side. Right, hands, and then it's silver time. Then it's brakes. And this side's done. It's taking ages. This is definitely like a 2-day job, at least, but we're turning it into a 5-hour job. So the time's come to show you the colour of the brakes, and a lot of you are going to get it straight away in the comments why I did this colour. Here you go. Obviously it is the same colour the car was, so it's just a little homage to the car. So obviously once it's got the silver wheels on it, it's all glossy black. It's just the last little bit of purple left. I don't think we can see it from this side, but this side already has silver wheels. Well, silver wheel, one to do. These are now drying. We'll do one more coat and then we've got ourselves a lovely set of 19-inch silver wheels. We need to get this sticker. I totally forgot about that. There's a little M Sport sticker that's supposed to go in there, a little gel sticker. So I need to order those. That's just the first coat, so we need to do the second one now. That's all undersealed. I still need to do these bottom seals, I haven't done those. It's just a little bit of glue to get off, but the car's still getting dirty and greasy fingerprints and everything. So once we've got this dirty work finished, next week we'll be on finishing touches, because things like when you open up the roof, all in between the layers of the roof, it is disgustingly dirty. Full interior valet, engine bay's not been done. Once we've done all of those bits, we can crack on with that. Now, two things. Grills. The wheels are now silver. Do we leave the grill silver or do we go gloss black? I want gloss black, but I'll leave it up to you. And the spoiler. So when I got it, it had this spoiler. I've still got that carbon fibre spoiler. Do I put it back on? Doesn't match the mirror caps. Do we not put the spoiler back on? Let me know in the comments. Yes, spoiler. Gloss black grills. No. Yes, gloss black grills. Can't even speak. Let's get another layer of this paint on the brakes because we're nearly done. Now for the bit that I always mess up, the clear coat. So just a light coat first, then you can build it up wetter. I hate this bit. Coat number 2. My phone died, so I've tidied everything back up. I put the wheels on. Whoever said that silver wheels, you were right. Check this. So we're still waiting for the new centre caps and bonnet badges to arrive, but I am super happy. Other than I got a little bit of paint on the tyre, the finish on the wheels is sick. Calipers need some tyre dressing, but I'm gonna let the lacquer fully dry. This is my favourite, like this. So now we need to decide, spoiler back on or not spoiler. The badges are supposed to arrive on Wednesday, and this video comes out on Wednesday, so I'll save the last minute till the last minute. We'll put the badges on and I'll show you the spoiler on and off, and also we need to decide on the gloss black drills or not. Video, I'm going to order some lens covers and get those replaced, and then it's time to start servicing it. We're replacing that badge, it's been ordered. So yeah, gloss black or silver. I think silver's okay. I've ordered the anniversary badges, so they should work well. And then I've still got to obviously get the paint off those seals, but I wanted to get the main body of the car done. Back bumper's got to be painted. So the next job is replace obviously the badge. I need to get a third brake light, start cleaning up these exhaust tips with some metal polish, and I've still obviously got to do this last little fella. I think that's the worst damaged one. Yeah, it is. So that one will need some sanding, whereas the other two just needed to be painted. And then this one is, again, super happy with the finish. Little purple brakes. Let me know in the comments your thoughts. Silver wheels, I know they look good. You know they look good. Brakes, if you think the purple was a good kind of nod to the previous owner. He had it for 7 years, so it's just a nice. And yeah, we're nearly done. What a transformation this car has had. Put some befores and afters. Do some befores and afters on what it was to what it is now, and then we'll finish up with the badges and the final touches, and then we start doing the good stuff, because now we know it looks sick. It'll be worth at least $3.5 grand like this. It's time to get it serviced, get it on the dyno, and see if we can get more power out of it. If we can it's not about getting more power out of it, but just getting it running nice. And yeah, I'm rambling, I'm tired. It's been a very, very long day. The time is now nearly 9 o'clock. So yeah, I'll see you with some badges. As it sometimes goes, I did not manage to get the badges. They are now locked in the showroom. I was busy today doing this 6 Series BMW, and time got away from me. So in next Wednesday's video on the BMW we will be sticking on the badges. And actually, I've had a thought about wet sanding the whole car, which seems crazy, but I'll explain it in next week's video. I'll see you next week.